We also see the S&P 500 setting up for gains pre-market. Rose to an all-time high yesterday, and 7,000 is within striking distance. And for that, I do want to bring in our resident market expert, Jay Woods. He's Chief Market Strategist at Freedom Capital Markets. Jay, great to have you on the show this morning.
Hey, good to be here.
A lot to talk about, and let's start with where the S&P stands. What can you share?
Yeah, it looks like we may open at S&P 7,000. Does it mean anything? Well, it's an all-time new high, so we like that. Big round numbers, we celebrate them here at the NYSE. Not quite Dow 50,000. UNH ruined that for us yesterday, being such a big component in that index. But we're in the middle of earnings season. We got a Fed announcement at 2 o'clock, press conference at 2:30, and we had a lot of great reports to kick us off today. And then I call them the JV reports, because the varsity, when you have four magnificent stocks reporting, 3 after the close today and then Apple tomorrow, that's what will really confirm. Will 7,000 hold, or is this a rally to fade? We'll find out in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, those tech earnings obviously very much in focus. We'll have the Fed decision at 2 p.m. Eastern as well. Markets, by and large, not pricing in a rate cut at this particular meeting. But what matters when we hear from the Fed Chair Jerome Powell?
Yeah, what matters is Fed independence. The Fed has gotten politicized. When that DOJ investigation came out and they wanted to remove Powell, or at least try to attempt to remove him this way, he took to the microphone in a very non-Jerome Powell-like statement. He was adamant, saying that we're not going to politicize the Fed. I'm going to fight these allegations. And since then, people have backed off. But this is the time he has the microphone to address it. He's going to address the Lisa Cook hearing. So this is more of a Days of Our Lives scenario, where we're not worried about dovish and hawkish. We want to hear about the Fed independence. He's got 3 meetings to go. The anti-penultimate meeting. Look that one up. It's a good word. 3 meetings to go before he's done. So we're kind of going to listen to that. And then here's an interesting caveat as well. Just because he's done as the chair, he still has a term to 2028 where he will sit on the board as a voting member. That will be asked as well. Does he plan to stay on? Now, here's the downside. I don't expect him to give you any juicy answers to these questions, but that's where the focus will be on, not the direction of rate cuts. They'll go back to data dependent, and if the market reacts the way they usually do after a nothing burger Fed press conference, we'll probably sell off. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will be watching that closely. I do want to talk about these technology earnings, big ones coming out after the market closes today. For the biggest tech companies out there, is it all about AI spend?
It is. I mean, and when you talk about the biggest, we're talking Microsoft and Meta. And what happened last quarter? Meta beat, Microsoft beat. And where was the peak? The day before their earnings, and they've been in 20% or more drawdowns. Both stocks under the 200-day moving average. Technically, not where we want to see them. They're at key inflection points, so I watch those two. And then, yes, AI spend. If it's too much, guess what's going to happen? They're going to sell off these stocks, regardless of what the earnings are. So it'll be fascinating to watch how they react.
Jay, we're taking a live look here. Imagery, in fact, of First Lady Melania Trump alongside Pete Giacchi with Citadel Securities. He is a designated market maker or trader on the floor of the NYSE. You often see him during IPOs, along with Intercontinental Exchange CEO Jeff Sprecher. Intercontinental Exchange is ICE for short, and of course NYSE President Lynn Martin. So we're going to see the First Lady make her way up to that opening bell podium, open the equity markets in just about 10 minutes time. For our viewers just tuning in, again, Melania is here to celebrate the upcoming release on Friday, January 30th of her film called Melania. Jay, I do want to ask you another question. We've got the S&P 500 at a record high, 7,000 in sight as we await this market open. We've got a Fed decision at 2 p.m. Eastern, big tech earnings after the close. What about this sector rotation? Are we seeing that play out? Technology names led the way in 2025. How is 2026 shaping up?
Well, that sector rotation has been the theme, and the leadership, it's good to see some of the laggards start to pick up. But what's leading? Energy, materials, and of course staples now. These are sectors you see lead in late cycle bull markets when the market participants are defensive, commodities on a run. Tech needs to step up. So we're going to find out whether or not tech can break us out and keep us there. I'm watching the NASDAQ 100 in particularly. It's the only major index that has not made a new high. This goes back to last October 29th. It's on the verge. Let's see if it can get there and stay there. Then technology leads, like I said, ASML, F5, C3 AI, and one more. I'm going to throw Seagate and Texas Instruments, two more. All reported this morning, all beat, all trading up in the pre-market. That's the JV. The varsity hits the field tonight. We'll see what they can do to carry us to new highs and keep us there.
Our viewers were just seeing the First Lady sign the Distinguished Guest Book. And again, we're just less than 10 minutes away from that opening bell. First Lady Melania Trump set to do the honors at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Stay with us. We'll have more of that coverage. And again, a special thanks to Jay Woods of Freedom Capital Markets.